Good morning, Dr. Sloan, and any YouTubers that happen to stumble across this video. Once again, my name is Victoria Taylor, and today I'm going to be talking about sharpening the saw, part of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. So just let me get this started. So what sharpening the saw is when you have like little areas in your life that you want to improve on, but you kind of have to take a step back to take the next step forward. The thing that it always reminds me of is when I was in high school. I wanted to start moving furniture around in my room, and my dad got me those little sliding moving men to put on the bottom of the furniture to move it around faster. But I would always be so impatient. I wouldn't want to get the moving men out and put them underneath all the pieces before I moved it. I would just want to move it. But in the end, it actually probably took me longer. So that's what I first kind of think of. Anyway, but sharpening the saw is really about what Stephen Covey calls living in quadrant 2, which is kind of the place where you're doing what's important but not necessarily urgent. So there's a couple different dimensions. So the two that I'm really going to focus on are the spiritual dimension and the mental dimension. So first, from my spiritual dimension, I am a Christian and my faith is important to me, and I've always heard people say that saying that you're a Christian and your faith is important, but then not ever spending time with God would kind of be like having a best friend that you called your best friend, but you never actually talked to. So for me, that was really important. So I really want to work on this by spending more time in the scripture and spending more time in nature. I feel like both of those things put together will really help me sharpen the saw of my spiritual parts of my life, of my faith. The next part is the mental dimension. I think a lot of times being in school, it's easy to get lazy in the other parts of your life. It's easy just to spend a lot of time lounging around and stuff when you're not in school or at work. But that doesn't mean that I don't need to kind of sharpen my mind up a little bit. So I'm going to work on this by consciously cutting my TV time, but then looking for more educational programming when I am going to be watching TV. So I'm just focusing on looking for some new things on Netflix series that kind of connect to nature or just history or political things. The other thing I want to do is I want to find a new book series. I think it's really important to spend a lot of time constantly, just seeking out new information and new knowledge that's hopefully kind of disconnected with what you're studying in school. So those are the two things. Once again, basically this video was just all about wanting to share how I plan on using Stephen Covey's habit of sharpening the saw in order to improve the mental dimension and the spiritual dimension of my life. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something beneficial out of this. This has all really meant a lot to me, and I feel like this was a really good close for the class. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.